Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 10:30 a.m. and I'm supposed to be meeting Mr. Matti here at the Flatiron building. But he is nowhere in sight, and as always, Maori is late also. So, what am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna shoot, take some photos, explore the area a little bit. It's a nice winter morning. It's minus 15 degrees here in Toronto. And also, this is the Flatiron building in Toronto, not the one in New York. Ours is a lot nicer. I had to say it, I'm sorry. Don't you just love winter? It is a really nice day out. Now the sun is out. And look who I just found. What are you doing, man?
No selfies.
No selfie.
Good to see you, man.
How's it going, bro?
It's been like, how long has it been?
It's been
Yeah,
what?
it's been like what? 6 months at least?
6-8 months.
When we went to the Toronto Island?
Yes.
That's like,
Summer.
that's literally, this is the complete opposite of that, right? Minus 14 degrees, what is
Minus 14. Wait,
it?
it's
Feels like minus 77 at least.
Well, you're prepared with all your fur and whatnot. I got
Came
my
with
fur
gloves.
too. It's good to see you, man.
You have long johns on?
No, I just put on a second pair of pants. I got
long
lazy.
Chaval,
Sorry, I'm late.
¿cómo estás?
But I'm from Spain, man.
How's it going, bro?
I was doing a little siesta.
You're doing a little siesta.
How are you guys?
Isn't it too early to do a siesta?
Well, no, it's noon.
Yeah?
It's siesta time.
Well,
How are you?
I'd rather do like a dance rather than a siesta. Is that no? That's something else.
So, story for you guys. I've known Matti about 4 or 5 years now, and the way we met is kind of interesting. He had emailed me a while back being like, dude, I really like your stuff. Love to talk to you about this channel I'm working on called Travel Feels. And I was working on my YouTube channel at the time called Passport Project, where I was just traveling around kind of documenting the trips I was on. And so we thought about potentially collaborating and creating a YouTube channel together. That didn't end up happening, but he did do one thing for me, and I will always appreciate it. He inspired me to go on YouTube full time, and he pushed me to constantly produce content. Because of this guy, I'm here today with about 100,000 subscribers and sharing content with you guys on a regular basis. So today's video is dedicated to him, but I also want to talk about some very important issues that come from being on social media. This is what I call the challenges of being on social media. So I'm gonna sit with him, talk a little bit about how it's been as an experience for him being on social media and what are the challenges that he's faced, and kind of give you guys some positive feedback on how you can make things a lot easier for yourself. Alright guys, so the challenges of being on social media. I think there's 3 main challenges that I've faced, particularly with being on social media. The first is this whole idea of FOMO, the fear of missing out and really comparing yourself to other people. And I don't think that's a very healthy thing to do. Now, the second is, how do you properly get inspiration? Like, where are your outlets for getting inspiration and keeping yourself motivated? The last thing I want to talk about is how to stay relevant. I think being relevant on social media is a huge issue for a lot of people. It's challenging, and with that, we're going to talk to Matti and see if he can give us some of his feedback on those things.
What are you shooting on, man?
I got the EOS R, and I'm testing out the Adamus Ninja 5 or whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called.
So it's like, you know, really good quality. Check out my channel and you'll find out more, I guess. What's your video about?
Challenges on being on social media.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of your
No,
favorite
there's none of those.
None of those.
It's super easy. It's just like no work. You just chill at home and you just make a couple of videos. It's so easy.
Life is so simple, right?
Yeah. Where are we going? This side?
This way, yeah.
2
I'm
seconds of
frozen
holding.
to death, man.
2 seconds.
This is
of
the last
holding
time I listened to you.
Whew.
Every time I listen to you, it's either really, really cold that we're from. Actually, remember the first video we did together?
It's
How cold
freezing.
it was?
And it took you more than a few tries to get some lines down, so you're
It
out
was like
in the
the
cold
basic
for a while.
line. You were scripting my entire time.
Oh, it's good times.
Oh
Good
man,
times,
that's
Alen.
too funny. Too funny. Alright dude, so the first challenge I want to talk to you about is this whole idea of FOMO, like this whole comparison that we do when we're on social media. It's kind of difficult, you know, not to compare yourself to people. How do you really deal with that?
Yeah, I think I kind of made a video about this, talking about how like what benefits me benefits you, what benefits you benefits me, and that's like how I deal with that challenge of like watching social media, and you just like see everybody else doing all this cool stuff. You're like, oh, I should be out there, I should be doing that, and you start kind of like almost starting to get jealous, maybe angry at the fact that they're succeeding or they're doing things. So yeah, I kind of just try to be happy for them, but that's one of the big ones. I think the deeper you get into social media, the more you start thinking like you should be doing all of the stuff that other people are doing.
So would you say that rather than focusing on that, maybe take it and make it into a positive thing? Like look at them as an inspiration and try to, you know, maybe not do the things that they're doing, but like try to aim for some goals that are maybe in line with the things that you're watching and the things that you're looking at.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's more just not getting caught up in other people's stuff. Just focusing on your own stuff. Focus on the videos that you could make, because the more you just look at other people's stuff, you kind of get like demotivated a lot of times. You're like, well, I can't do that. Well, my stuff's not as good as that. My color grade doesn't look like that. My videos aren't like that. And like, you start kind of losing yourself in a way, and you forget that like you have your own unique style. You have your own way of doing things, and that's what you should just stick to, because people are probably gonna like that.
I couldn't say it better myself. Is that right, Manny? No, he's right. Just stick to your own thing. The more you stick to your own art, the more you stick to your own work, the better you'll feel about it, and the more people will be able to relate to it because they'll see the authenticity in it. And I think that's something very difficult for a lot of people to achieve nowadays, is this idea of authenticity. Can't even say it because I'm so cold. Authenticity. There we go.
Isn't it much nicer here than Barcelona?
Oh yeah, man. I'm definitely missing those 20 positive degrees we have in winter in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna go
Imagine
back?
being on the beach. Close your eyes, imagine being on the beach.
Oh.
Is this your first time here?
I think you took me here, that very first video that we made. I feel like we filmed something like right
You
here.
seem so excited.
That's
when
the
you
last
walked
time I've
in.
been here. It's cool.
It's really cool,
It
eh?
was dark last time.
So this
This is Brookfield Place in Toronto, and usually there's a gallery that happens here. I think it's called Adam Lambert Galleria. It's a really interesting space, and underneath us is the subway system and all these like shopping and retail kind of shops. But yeah, look at it.
architectural magnificent.
It's probably one of my favorite places to come to in Toronto, mainly because it protects me from every weather condition possible. There's not many places on Yonge Street that you can just kind of walk into and start filming, but this is one of those places that is pretty welcoming, and it's cool to look at. A lot of cool footage here. Gonna get some clips of Matti here.
Hello, sir. No videos.
I actually thought you were gonna kick us out.
I'm super hungry. Aren't you hungry?
I'm starving. Please take me to a restaurant, Alen.
What do you want to eat, man?
I don't know, anywhere. I'm dying.
What do you feel like?
Some tapas,
You know it's cold when. Dude, how excited are you to eat?
So excited. Best part of the day so far.
After like 3 hours of trying to find a spot to eat. You're probably putting that thing away, eh?
Yeah, how do you like my setup?
Oh, it's amazing, man. seems so much. I feel like that entire setup is lighter than my camera setup.
Probably, yeah.
I'm so excited for this burger. And then this guy over here makes sure I'm working out every single day to try and be healthy.
The healthy life, the best life.
Ugh. Dude, I really hate revolving doors. I don't know why, but they scare me.
I feel severely full right now. That was a really nice burger. Crispy chicken, spicy crispy chicken burger. Oh, now we're back on the streets. Matty boy, don't run away. Come over here, man.
You gotta help me find my car. I don't know where I am anymore.
This is why I love Matt, because he actually does not know Toronto very well, surprisingly.
I just don't come downtown too often, that's all.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm his like personal GPS system. Except I never know where to take him for food because he's always hungry.
Yeah, you always take me to these random places.
That's okay, that's okay. So one of the biggest issues on being someone who's on social media for me at times is being able to keep inspired. This is a struggle because as a creative, when you're constantly creating content and pushing out stuff, you start to feel limited in terms of the ideas you have at times. And so I always question, like, what's next? How am I going to feel that the next thing I'm going to do is going to work? And constantly kind of moving forward and feeling more inspired about the things I do. So I wanted to talk to Matty about that. I think we're going the wrong way, guys.
Hey, human GPS, where are we going?
We're going this way.
Matty, question for you, buddy. Let's stop for a second. Tell me,
Here?
how do you constantly keep yourself inspired in the light of everything you do?
For me, I like to consume actual content, not just like scrolling through Instagram or something like that. I feel like that doesn't really inspire much, but I like to watch other people's channels, YouTube channels. I like watching movies, TV shows, pretty much anything. Like I love documentaries, for example. So if I watch documentaries, I always feel super inspired to go out and tell stories and make films. So I don't know. I don't think it's that hard to stay inspired as long as you're learning and consuming as much as you are making stuff. I always laugh at people who are like, I ask them, you know, what YouTube channels you watch, like if you're in the YouTube world, and they're like, oh, I don't really watch anything, like Alen. I laugh at you because like,
hey, you can't blame me for not watching YouTube. You know what it is? I think it's because I don't have that much time.
oh, you think I have time as a father to a child and
actually
wife and all that stuff and
well,
running a YouTube channel, running
well,
businesses?
while you're busy, I'm busy. We all are busy schedules,
That
and
is not an
sometimes
excuse.
I think I spend, like you said, watch documentaries. I spend more time watching Netflix series, watching like really heavy substance-based documentaries online.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that inspire me the most. And going to the movies, honestly.
Oh,
When's the
love
last
the
time
movies.
you went to the theaters, had some popcorn, and watched a solid movie?
It's the best.
Take that. That's probably the best advice you get for getting more inspiration.
Jump in.
No, let me
In
just
that.
get. Hold on.
Jumping in that.
Jump.
No.
No, I want you to just
You jump.
shoot it. Can you shoot it?
You jump.
Shoot it.
I don't know, like
Just jump in.
Like be like, boom.
Oh.
Jump, I dare you.
No, I'm not
Rock,
doing
paper,
it.
scissors.
No, I'm not.
If I lose, I go.
You're losing either way.
How should I do this? Head first?
I was secretly hoping it would be like really hard, crusty snow.
It got up my pants in the back.
And that is
it's
why
so cool.
I didn't want to do it.
Give me like
You wild man.
A what?
like a nice kick, but like come here and be
This
like,
is how you get cinematic footage.
come here, here.
Do you?
No, shooting that way, Okay.
This is the Instagram life right here.
Okay, go.
I thought that was snow for a second. I was like, go jump in that. We are back at the Flatiron.
Complete round trip. We are looking for Matty's car. I can't tell you what kind of model or license plate, unfortunately.
Do you even know what color your car is?
It is a gray, charcoal gray color.
Charcoal gray.
I've shown it in my videos before. But not the license plate.
Not the license plate.
No, that's off limits. Yeah, so I kind of want to wrap up this video with Matty because he has to go home. He has responsibilities and he's a grown-up, not like me. But the last thing I want to talk about, and we kind of touched upon this when we were out in Toronto Island during the summer, is the whole idea of staying relevant. And I think that is one of the biggest challenges of being on social media, because to be on social media, you're kind of putting yourself out there and then you're expecting some sort of feedback from everyone. But how do you maintain that feedback? How do you keep growing? And that's all has to do with relevancy. So I have my ways of staying relevant. I'm not going to disclose them because that's why he's here today.
Now you gotta tell your ways. I feel like relevancy is kind of like a weird thing. I don't really think about it too much. I just think about, I guess in a way, different word for relevancy is like not plateauing. So like if you're just constantly making, you're in the way. If you're just constantly making stuff and not getting better, like you're not trying to learn, you're just making the same stuff over and over again, then you won't be relevant because like you're just doing the same stuff for the next 10 years. Like if I constantly want to push myself to learn and be better, and I guess that's how you end up staying relevant. I don't know. That's
true.
just what I do.
Just Maori actually tells me this all the time. He's like,
Dude, change it up. Do something different. Keep evolving. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over. But if you do the same thing over and over, which we kind of touched upon this, remember, is the whole idea that you don't have to be as epic and incredible as possible. You just have to do it in a really nice, clean fashion, so people can understand the points that you're trying to make and therefore establish a good rapport with you. Dude, it's been unreal.
It's been good,
I
man.
love you, man. Good to see you, brother.
You owe me a lot, you know.
I owe you a
I'm
meal.
just kidding.
I owe you a meal.
Okay, you owe me a meal, sure.
Oh yeah, I owe you a lot for
How
YouTube.
much do I get from your YouTube channel? What's the cut again? I'm just kidding. I don't get anything.
What is he talking about?
What are you talking about? Why are you laughing?
I'm not
You're
talking
about this.
I'm not talking.
All right, guys, we are out. It's been an incredible day here. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you soon. Peace.